you in this hot room. We're fading between us, almost alive, breathing each other just to survive. Fading between us, night after night, too scared to fall, too deep to fight. When morning comes, we won't explain, just two silhouettes fading again.
开始了，但是还没开始，但是我这个摄像头怎么？
Hi everyone. I see a lot of folks coming in. Just let's give it a second, and before we jump in.
Hey, how's it
Hi,
going,
Jason.
everybody?
How's it going? Jason, do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great, great, great. Yeah. Let's wait for like 10 seconds and then let's start it over, and give me 1 second. Hey, can everyone hear us? Please, can you just say yes in the chat? That would be great. Thank you so much. Then we can get started with. Nice, 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 nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thanks a lot for everyone joining. Okay, today it's a very exciting topic, and thanks for all joining so early in the morning. And we're going to be discussing multiple features that we are going to be releasing at InferX, and also we're also talking about so we're going to be talking about the vLLM, how it works on top of InferX as well. Before we get started, so we have a quick poll actually. If you guys please can go ahead and then take it, that would be great. And I would give it a minute, so you can just go through them and see what you can do. And here it is. Will show the results at the end of the poll. Looks like we have folks just coming in, and we got a couple of them already taking the poll. So I will give it a couple more seconds before we end this. By the way, we are also streaming live on LinkedIn as well. So in case you have any questions, please feel free to leave your questions there, and we'll take it from there. And also during the meeting as well, in the chat, feel free to leave all your questions. So our backend support would definitely answer your questions. So can everyone see the questions? I hope so. Nice, thanks. Jason, do you see the questionnaire? You're muted.
Oh, yeah, I see the question.
Yeah, I'm also taking it actually. Let's give it a second. So, very interesting questions here. All right, I'm gonna end this poll so we can just get on with our meeting. Let's see. Interesting. All right, we will discuss about this later, but let's get started with the meeting, and so we can go ahead and discuss our topic for the today. So let me start with my a couple of brief introductions, and then all right. So today's topic. So I know we've been talking about this a lot for the last couple of weeks. Like we got a lot of questions actually even before the meeting, and we're going to be answering all those questions, especially around the cold starts and how do we load the model so quickly using our snapshot system, and we will discuss all about that. So, but today in particular, so we want to show you the InferX and plus vLLM. So we use vLLM as a serving layer on top of InferX. So whatever happens within the vLLM, it just stays as it is, but you can integrate that on top of InferX and then get quick cold starts. So you can get the model loading time in under a couple of seconds. So that is the topic for the day. So vLLM is great. Obviously, it's great for throughput and concurrent request and context length, and you want to configure your own customization of your tools. So, but I mean, when I wouldn't say it fails, but I mean, it's still a big hassle. Just because it's faster inference doesn't mean that your model is actually ready in the system, right? So that is exactly where InferX comes in with the faster cold starts, with faster loading time. And so here's the problems that we are trying to solve. So when you request a model, so prompts, for example, you running a model, your custom model or fine-tuned models, in order for that to load into the VRAM, it takes even tens of seconds to multiple minutes, actually, depending on the size of your model. The reason, because we are loading this gigantic 20 gigabytes, 70 gigabytes, or even 100 gigabytes of weights into the VRAM. And not only that, on top of that, you're adding the containerization, and then you're adding the KV cache and the CUDA context. So all this together, for a 7 TB model, it might take about 12 minutes for you to cold start and get it into the VRAM. That is exactly what InferX comes in. So we do not always restore. We restore, actually, not restart. That is exactly how it is. So how it works, we have a lot of questions around how it works. We can answer more during the webinar. And so how we do it is, so when the user uploads the model, right, and we take the snapshot, basically it's a CPU and the GPU state of the snapshot at the runtime level. So what does the snapshot include? It includes the model weights, and it includes the KV cache, and the CUDA context, the state, everything. And then we store them in the disk. And we can bring it back into the VRAM whenever it is required, whenever the prompt is given. We can bring it back in a couple of seconds, depending on the size of the model. So we will show you live as well. And so that's how we can quickly restore the model instead of reloading it from the beginning. So that's how you get quicker cold starts. So, and once the cold start is done, and the vLLM will take care of the serving layer on top, sitting on top. We'll discuss more. And so what it enables is the on-demand inference. On-demand inference, basically, you just run the model whenever you want, and only pay during the execution time. Let's say, for example, you loaded the model, you gave a prompt, and the inference starts running immediately because our cold starts are so quick. And then that's when the paste charging starts. And then in 15-20 seconds, it gets offloaded, and you scale to 0 immediately right after the inference. So you're only paying for that 15 to 20 seconds. That is exactly what it enables at InferX. So, and then you stop it right there. So this way we can load your model in a second, and then you pay only for the execution, no idle time billing, and you get a dedicated instance. That's a very important thing here. For every prompt that you're giving, you're not sharing the instance with everyone. So you get a dedicated instance at InferX. So that is exactly how it works. Or we actually have multiple features coming in pretty soon. This is actually one of the most exciting one. Actually, we are looking forward to. This should be available in next couple of weeks. So what it is, InferX endpoint. So you do not need to load the model, or you don't need to deploy any model. Basically, we will have specific endpoints ready in our catalog, on our console. So you just take the endpoint and then you plug it into your existing tool, whether you're using it for the coding or the RAG or any other tool out there with the OpenAI or with the OpenAI compatible API. So you can plug it into OpenCode, OpenAI, DeFi, or anything like that. So it's a plug and play, and then you can swap models on demand. So that is exactly where our quick cold start helps. You can swap models on demand without any delay, and you can, especially if you're working with a multi-agent workflows, maybe every agent might need a different model. So that is exactly where InferX endpoints come in. So you can quickly swap the model in a couple of seconds and then use it, and then you would pay exactly for the usage, not to keep the model loaded all the time again. So this is extremely useful, especially if you're using the multi-agent workflows. So you don't need to burn your wallet, but at the same time you have access to hundreds of models on demand. This again, this feature is coming soon. We also have more exciting features that Jason will talk about it. Jason is our chief engineer at InferX. Jason, do you want to take over, please? Thanks.
Yeah. Yes, thanks for joining. So yeah, if you're already using vLLM, then it's pretty straightforward to move to InferX. Basically, you just need a few clicks. And with InferX, you can get the dedicated instance. So with that, it's not like you're sharing some instance when you use service like OpenRouter. Then you can get a predictable performance, and also you get good isolation if you care about privacy. Also, to integrate InferX with some popular apps like OpenUI or DeFi, you don't need to do some code change. Usually, you just change some configuration to point to InferX endpoint. With that, I can show what it will look like using our dashboard. Let me share my screen. So if when you log in the InferX dashboard, so the first page you see is the model page. Basically, on model page, it's all the models you just deployed. I mean, we provide two ways for you to deploy a model. One is deploy from catalog. The other is build from scratch. So the catalog models, we just create a bunch of, currently we have more than 100 published models. So basically they are the pre-configured model template. Usually you don't need, for a lot of cases, you don't need some customization. You just go ahead and then pick one model. You can do either deploy now, or if you want to do some like light or deep customization, you can also click the customize and deploy. Yeah, I will show like how to deploy a model live later. Then after that, we have another page called instances. On the instance page, basically when you deploy a model, we will spin up a secure container to back up the model instance. So here you can go ahead.
Why is this connected to the MacBook?
Sorry. Oh yeah, maybe some noise. So on this page, yeah, you basically can see all the running instances of the model you deployed. Also, you can, I mean, some models, I think we have some customers, when they deploy some models, and some model cannot handle some special prompt well, the model can go into some unstable state. If that's when that happens, usually you can just click the terminate button to terminate that running instance. And with your next request, InferX will spin up another instance for you, so you can use the new instance in good shape. We also have an admin page. Here, you can do all kinds of management thing. You can create some namespaces and your tenant. Also, this is usually you don't need to do these kind of things. Basically, when you onboard your user, we create a tenant for you, and we also create a default namespace. You can deploy your model into the namespace. If you want you have a lot of models, you want management at different levels, like you can create you have multiple groups in your company, you can create multiple namespaces and put different models into different spaces. Also, you have an API key page, so you can either use the pre-created API key, or you can create different API key for different user. On the building page, you can see the building, the inference build and also snapshot the system build. Also, you can use the usage analytics section to analyze all kinds of usage you already use, like in inference, also the snapshot intention. Yeah, this is all the pages you can see from dashboard. Now I can go ahead to deploy a model now. Yeah, we can deploy a one GPT. Yeah, this one is pretty popular. So as I just mentioned, you can just, if you do not want to do anything special, you can just click the deploy now. So it will go ahead to deploy the model without any customization. Or you want to customize something, like you can click this one. So here, what you can do is, you see here, when you use the VM, you have a lot of configuration you want change or update. Here we we do some pre-configured configurations. For example, if you like some longer max model length, you can change it to 30,000. Also, yeah, you can, for some big models, you may want to choose two GPUs instead of one. Also, you can increase the VRAM. But currently we use the H100, we set some maximum VRAM we want to use. Yeah, some other things you can also set up some scale in timeout for scaling policies, which means for this one, when you set a scale in timeout, if you have some running instance, like if you set to 1 second, if in 1 second there's no new requests, InferX will return that instance, so you will not be charged by the GPU time anymore. Yeah, so for now, I just update the max model length, and then we can do deploy. It just as mentioned earlier, to make a quick start, InferX needs to create some snapshots. That take a couple of minutes. So during this time, we can talk about other things, because we hit some issues from our customers. When they deploy some models, they found something maybe failed to deploy. So I will talk about how to triage those common issues and how to fix them. I also prepared some failure cases. So let's go to here.
So it's taking a snapshot now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it's failed.
No, not this one.
Oh, it's not. Okay, great.
Still, yeah, I just switched the tab. So, oh, by the way,
Got it.
I put the issues into different buckets. Usually, the common issues we hit heard from our customers mainly into these 4 buckets. The first one is resource constraints, because models have different size. Also, you want different content length. Sometimes you want very long token length, you need some bigger VRAM. Sometimes if the VRAM is not big enough, the deployment will fail. Also, there's some access issue. For example, you use some gated Hugging Face model. If you don't provide some token, it will fail. The third one is some models are pretty new, like the Gemma 4 is pretty new. So the older VM version usually cannot handle this new model. So when you hit this issue, you have to find the right VM version. The last category is all kinds of configuration. For example, some people want to do some deep customization for their models, but some model cannot handle some special config. It also can fail. So I can show you all these failures with here. I prepared like 4 failure cases. Each belong to the separate category. So let's go to this one. So this one you see the model weight is 9. It's 9 billion. So usually it takes like I think approximately it's like 18 gigabytes. So when I deploy this model, I specify 20 gigabyte of the VRAM, the GPU. But also I specify it's 64K for the max model length. When I deploy this model, usually it first try to create the snapshot, but when it hit some failure case, after some retries, it will go into some failed state. If you click this one, you can see here we have a log section. So yeah, each one mapped to some failure. So for this one, we can go to the log page. So here we can see this. We have some exception from from the VM. So we see this special line. Yeah, it happens some assert field as CUDA caching allocator. When you see this like the special error, it usually means the GPU VRAM is not like set big enough. So to solve this issue, you just go back. Then you can edit this model, set some like big VRAM, like 30 gigabyte or even bigger. It can solve this one. Also for this, let's go to this one. This one also failed. The same way, we usually you can see the failure logs in the log section. If we go to the log here, also we go to the log, you can see this log. So basically, it means the Gemma models usually is gated. That means when InferX try to download the weight from the Hugging Face, the repo, if you do not specify the Hugging Face token, it will fail to download. Then with it also failed the deployment. So for this case, when you deploy the model like this one, the gated model, you can go to the advanced settings and add this environment variable into the model spec. Using the token you have with already set up to access that model. That will fix this issue.
So this is basically when you get an error, right? The model gets failed to snapshot,
Yes.
right? Okay, great.
Yeah, basically when you see something like it cannot access the gated repo.
Right, okay, that's great.
It's Gemma model. I think Gemma model, also the model from Meta, they're always gated. You have to get some token.
Oh, they're gated models, so you have to input your, okay,
Yeah.
got it, okay, gotcha.
Let's go to this one.
Actually, many people don't know that there's the models on Hugging Face are some gated.
Yeah, I think it's either from some big company like Google or Meta, or sometimes some customers they can also create some model they want to get it, so they can gather at least some access control.
Got it, okay.
Let's go to this one. This one is also Gemma 4 model. I think we also hit this one when we first tried this one, this model. Let's go to the log. Then once we click the model here, you can see, yeah, I mean, once you know where to look up the log, usually it's very clear from the log message. You see here, it says the GML4 model is not supported by the transformer.
Yeah.
It recommends you update the transformer to
Got
support this model.
Yeah.
It turned out, I mean, vLLM, they have a special tag called, like, it's not like a V pound 19 or 18. It's just JAMA. It uses
Oh, okay.
GML4 to support the GML4 models.
Okay. So it has to be supported by the vLLM version, like a specific version?
Yeah, for this one, they just because the VM needs some like release cycle to support the new model. Usually they create it's kind of a separate branch to support this model first. You for this one, like for example, when I try this model, I use this 18 version, but it doesn't work because the 18 version is released before the GM4 model. So VM create a new branch called VM OpenAI. Then it's GEMA4. You replace this one as GEMA4. Then it's a model. It's a VM version which can support the GEMA4 model.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so user can configure everything according to their customization, right? Basically with the
Yeah.
vLLM. Yeah.
We at that part because currently we do support some customized image from the customer.
Mm-hmm.
In this dashboard, we have a white list of the image version we support. But you can, I mean, you can like change the version or change some tag to use different version of the VM to support this model.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, another one is yeah, let's see this one. Yeah, this one is interesting. I think yeah, we got this issues reported by one of our customers. So when
Okay.
there's a model, yeah, I think obviously that user is very advanced, so they try to do some deep customization.
Great.
So they hit a failure when they deploy a model. When we go here and we check the mod log here, you can see yeah, we see this error. This is reported. By the way, this is all via logs logged by VM. You see here is yeah, it complains like this value is not supported by this model. Basically, it's FP8 and score E5.
Okay.
So when we go back to see how the model spec is configured before they deploy, we see this specifies this config. Is a KV cast D type. This set with this one.
Got it.
Yeah, so because the VM, I think the model doesn't support this type, so it just failed this deployment. To fix this, it's easy. You just remove this one. Or if you use just FP8, it works. But if you can just remove this one because this already is FP8.
Got it. Okay. And the users can configure like concurrent requests and all this as well.
Yeah. I will show that later.
Yeah. Can we actually? We might be hitting some time limits. So yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great. And
Okay.
we gotta get to the open code or whatever.
So yeah, the model I just kicked off, the deployment already finished. So we can.
Wow. So that took about what? Like less than 10 minutes, I believe, right?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
we can get the time frame here. So this is I think this is the time frame.
Yeah,
Oh,
in it.
sorry, not here. It's here. We refresh. Then this is the log from the the instance with the
Okay, got it.
doing the snapshot. So you
Mhm.
can see from the time frame we can see how long does it take to do the snapshot.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I think Prasan bring important question. So when you try to configure a model, usually you care about the max token length, and also the concurrency the model can support. So sometimes you need to do some like testing yourself, because you see here, once you like deploy a model, you can search concurrency here. See, the VM will tell you like if you specify like 30K max token length, what's the concurrency this model can support. Yeah, usually this is like impacted by the VRAM you specified. Like for example, I think we use I forget the VRAM is not, maybe it's 55 gigabyte. So you can get like this with the 30K token length, you get this concurrency. I mean, if you want to increase the concurrency with the same token length, you can increase the VRAM. So it can, yeah.
Okay. And you can do that on our dashboard
Yes.
itself. Okay, got it. Okay.
So for this one, since I mean the model is already finished the snapshot, we can send some inference here.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we get this. This is a 20 billion parameter model, so it takes pretty fast. It's like 1 second. Get the response.
Wow, that is so quick.
Yeah, so to prove it's from cold start, you can run it again. See, this
Guys,
is
that's sorry, which one? That's a 20 billion GPT
20
20
billion.
billion. Okay, that's GPT.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like under a second. Damn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, can we move on to the next one, please?
Okay. Yeah. Also, another thing is on the billing. Yeah, I can mention it maybe earlier before the integration, because we have on the billing our model detail page, we have a section called client setup. So you can get the model, the endpoint, also the model name and also API key. Usually when you configure some other like application or agent, you just
Got
need
it.
the information to make. So let's go to the integration.
So yeah, that's how vLLM works on top of the InferX, guys. If you have any questions, so basically, users can bring their own image, and then they can deploy it on top of InferX, right?
Yeah, that's a good point, in fact.
Yeah.
So you see currently in either from the catalog or from the build scratch, you select like the VM images in our whitelist. We also like whitelist some image we built from InferX. But if some customers, they do need some deep customization, like usually they want to bring their own binaries or even their own configurations.
Yeah.
You can you can either click here, the live chat, or you can join our Slack community. So
And,
so we can make that happen to deploy some customized image.
Got it.
VM.
But in the future, they can also do it by themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next phase, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe 5 more minutes.
For the application integration, basically, since InferX support the VM, we provide the same interface as OpenAI, so it's all OpenAI compatible interface. Which is usually most of the applications or agents, they also just need that interface. That's why they only need some configuration change instead of making some coding change. Also, for some special scenarios like the IEG, people at InferX also do some special optimization to make that even, even further optimization. Like for IEG, I don't know, you use IEG already or not. Basically, for IEG, you can kind of, some companies, they have a lot of documents. And they do not want to ask some general questions to like the OSS GPT. they want to add those documents as context before they ask those questions. So the model can give some accurate answers or some customized answers based on the special context from the company documents. Usually, when you send a query for the IEG, it needs at least 3 models. It needs the embedding, it needs the Z-rank, also it needs some reasoning model. So at InferX, in fact, we built a bundle called, actually we just called InferX bundle. So that image is one image contains 3 models. So that means for a prompt, you don't need spin up 3 instances to serve that one request. The one instance can serve all those 3 models at the same time.
Oh, interesting. So you can combine that into one container and one
Yeah.
image and then just run it. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Is it available now?
Yeah, it's available. It's in our category, I think. That's it. It's bundle.
Oh, interesting. So,
Yeah,
so guys, folks, I mean, so especially if you're running a RAG, so instead of just running 3 different models for like base model or embedding and re-rank, so we actually bundle that into one image and then you can just run it as a single image. So this is actually super cool.
Yeah, I also, in fact, deploy one for coming, demonstration.
Huh.
So, to save time, I just do some snapshot for the open code and open web UI.
Yeah, please. Yeah, let's do.
So for the open code, basically, you see here, it's pretty easy. So this one is working. So you just get the endpoint on the model detail page, and also you copy the API key. You specify the model name, then it will work. Also, yeah, you this one is the config you want to put this content in. But for open code, there's some other subtle things you need to config. Because for open code, when it sends the request to the backend model, it usually needs some tool calling enabled. Also, also when in the request, it also specifies the token length as 32K. So when you deploy the model, if you specify the max token length less than 32K, then if you configure the model here, the open and you send some you write some prompt in the open code, it will give you 400. Also, if you haven't enabled the tool calling, it also give you 400. In fact, here I have a working model. This one. This one is worked with open code, so we can check the model here. Yeah, I set a pretty long max model length. Also, I enabled this three. Yeah, we enabled the auto tool choice and also the tool call parser. With this configuration, even you have a big max model length, it still can fill with 400.
So this is about the tool calling.
Yes.
Okay, so all the InferX models come with the tool calling, is that right? So they can just plug and play pretty much?
Yeah, I think we patch some of them. I think eventually we will enable all the tool callings at
All
least
tool callings, got it.
in the catalog.
But if anyone really wants it, guys, you can just reach out to us so we can enable that for you for any model.
Yeah. Also, when you find some catalog model, maybe when you use open code, it failed. You can check whether this config is not there or not. If it's not there, you can click the customize and deploy and add these configurations to make.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's I mean actually I'm sure a lot of people get confused why they're getting errors. Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the open code. This is the open web UI. I just do the snapshot. So basically, you can add the add the admin panel. You can go to the OpenAI API section. So you click the plus button. You set the endpoint here. The API key. Also, you add the model ID here. You just save. then you can use this model immediately.
Got it.
Yeah, for next, let me share my screen instead. Present, do you think we still have time to?
Yeah, we can extend. Guys. We will extend some time for the question and answers. Actually, we are already answering a lot of questions on the chat. But yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So next, I can show like how to like configure the DeFi to see.
Mhm.
As I mentioned, we created a special bundle image. It's called, I just specified the image called InferX DeFi bundle. So in this one, when you go to the model spec, you can see we embedded three models. This one is the reasoning model. It's a LLM model. And this one is the embedding model. This one is the Reason model. To make it bundle, we have a little, I mean, maybe a little special config for the endpoint. Because usually when you configure model, you get this endpoint. But for us, for our gateway to difference between these three models, you need to add one model ID. So I can show here. So this is the DeFi.
This is a DeFi dashboard. Okay.
Yeah, the DeFi dashboard. So we can go to here. Yeah, to make it integration with InferX, you just install this plugin called OpenAI API compatible. Then we go here, go to settings. Yeah, for now there's no models here,
Okay.
so we can add different models. So the first one we can add the reasoning model. This one. For this one, we just select type as LM. Then we copy the endpoint here. Also, we copy the API key. Yeah, for this one, you can, I mean, for the LM model in the bundle, you can either use this endpoint directly, or you can use like M1. But we always set the LM model as M1. Because we next we have M2, M3 for ranking and also the embedding. So now we can add. Yeah, you see we have this model. So next we add the other model. Because we have this embedding model. You see here, to help you know whether it's M1, M2, or M3, you can check the port. So we use M1 to map to this port. It's 801. This one is M2, so we add this rank model here. This is rank. We also copy the API key here. For this endpoint, it's a little bit special for this rank. So for this rank, when DeFi send the request, it doesn't need the V1 in the endpoint. So we just put as M2. So we can, yeah, that's it. Add it. So we'll add another one, the embedding. The same thing. Embedding is this one. So this is embedding. We copy the for embedding because this is let's see, it's 803, so we make it as M3 V1. Then we copy the API key here. Yeah, I mean, with this plugin, the default behavior is when you add some model, if it cannot get the, it will try to access the endpoint to check whether it's available or not. If it has some issue, it will report the error, so you cannot add it. So with this, we can also specify, yeah, it's already like auto select. So you have a reasoning model, you have the embedding, you have the rank, we just add. So next we will do is, as I mentioned, the reg basically can retrieve some information from some document, usually some like a company internal document. So for DeFi, they call it knowledge. So you can create a knowledge here. I create, yeah, for this demo, I create a file called DeFi test. In this one, I specify, in fact, a special code name, so we can see whether it works or not. So we can next. So for this one, you see, for this documentation, you can specify which embedding model you want to use. So we just use the one we specified. Also for the retrieval, you can specify the rerank model. Once we see this one. Yeah, it's pretty quick, so it's already available. I think for some like big documentation, it needs some processing time. All the processing is like async. So you see this documentation, in fact, split into like a couple of chunks. This one is I specify this as an internal code name, in fact, Dragon 6.7. So with this knowledge, let's also, yeah, we can rename this as Q1. Yeah, with this knowledge created successfully, we can create a workflow. So DeFi define like a lot of workflows. We just use a simple one called knowledge retrieval. So we can use the knowledge retrieval and chatbot. So let's see. Because DeFi, by default, they want to use the OpenAI plugin, but it's not needed, in fact, since we already installed the OpenAI compatible plugin. So we just escape this. So here we see, the template, the workflow template define like 4 nodes. They have a knowledge retrieval, they have knowledge LM, they have answer. Basically, you input some prompt here. The prompt will go to the knowledge retrieval. So we will do some config for this. You see here, for the knowledge retrieval, you need to specify some knowledge. Since we already create a Q1 knowledge, so we just add here. Yeah, you can specify something like the rank model top key things. We just use default. After that, we go to the LM. For LM, default they use the GPT 3.5. We just specify this one.
That's our model, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, important thing is you see here for the model. Usually when you send some prompt, it just sends the prompt. But for the LM, you can also specify context. So we want to specify the context from the result of this node. So basically, when you send some like some questions to this node will use will embed your prompt.
Yeah.
And try to retrieve some context from the knowledge. Then it will combine the prompt and also the context and send it to the LM. Then yeah, after that the LM will give you the answer. So we can, after we do this, we can publish. No. So basically we use it. So after publish, we can go here. Go here. Yeah, this is the workflow we just created. So we can ask the question, see, let's see whether it works or not. Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
Just give
Wow.
you this one. Yeah, it is not from the, I mean, the existing knowledge of the IM. It's just do some retrieval from the knowledge you just created and give you some like a customized result.
That is super cool. We just did the whole configuration a couple of minutes. Huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
And all these are backed up by this model. You see,
Right.
when I go to this is in standby, right? It's not in GPU yet.
Mm-hmm.
I refresh. Yeah, we can see this one. That
Yeah.
means, I mean, the DeFi already talked to the InferX. InferX launched the instance and put it into GPU to serve that request.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Yes. Sure. I mean, just like that, you can just literally streamline your entire backend with any tools, just like that, folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there won't be any throttling issues or queuing issues or any of that sort. So we will make sure that, right? Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's maybe one of the big differences between InferX and other provider like OpenRouter. Because when you use some model from OpenRouter, usually you share some instances with some other people. So this way, you can either, I mean, for some people with concern about privacy or isolation, they don't like that. Also, if many people using the same sharing the same instance,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times you can be either queued or throttled, so the quality cannot be guaranteed. But with InferX,
Right.
since you already have dedicated instance,
Yeah.
because when you launch this instance only for you, and also it occupies the GPU, so the performance can be guaranteed. Also TPS, you can get much higher TPS from InferX.
Because we use high-end GPUs. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, one thing is we use high end GPU. Also, you kind of, I mean, at that time, you kind of have a dedicated GPU.
Right,
yourself.
your own instance. Oh yeah, got it. Okay, so every user have their own instance, so that's the reason. So you get a higher throughput per second. Yeah, that's great. This is good. I mean, this is literally zero ops, so you can concentrate on your application rather than just tinkering around your configuration or GPU management. I would say, I mean, personally, don't become an infrastructure manager. Just concentrate on the application, and then we will take care of the rest in the backend. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
most of it.
So sorry guys, we ran a little bit out of time, but we have a great question here. There is a confusion about standby and the ready state. I can see we have a couple of questions regarding this. So here's what happens, guys. So right now, our dashboard is still in the process of getting built. So what is happening is, so when we take the snapshot, right? The standby is basically the snapshot retention. So the snapshot is sitting in the disk in the standby mode, basically. So you're not being charged for that. So that is exactly what's happening. So when it's ready, just like it says on the screen, it's in the VRAM. It's ready to go. It's already in the VRAM, and is it right, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's already in the snapshot is already ready. It's in the VRAM. The standby means it's ready to go, but you're not being charged. So that is exactly, yeah. That's what I wanted to confirm. Yeah.
Yeah, the standby doesn't mean, I mean, the model already in the GPU.
Yeah.
Standby just means it's ready to like quickly load it into the GPU.
Right.
To use. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think we need a better terminology for that. But basically, but we will fix that. And because in traditionally standby means, oh, it is standing by. I mean, it's in the VRAM ready to go. But no, we don't do that, because the whole point is actually not to keep the model resident on the GPU. So that is exactly. Yeah. Anyways, we have actually a lot of people joined today. That's amazing. Almost like 50% of who signed up. We have a lot of almost 300 signups. Yeah. So yeah, we have a couple of questions as well. Let me try. I think we pretty much clarified everything in the chart. Yeah. Okay. The endpoint was actually, we have a question about, can you clarify more about the open router? So why can't people get an endpoint from open router and let's use that instead?
Oh, open route, you can also get the endpoint. The only thing is for open route, I mean the serving quality, the performance cannot be guaranteed.
Right.
Yeah, that's the main difference.
So
So-
the operator is an aggregator, basically it's a mediator. So they're not a like infrastructure management. Okay. Mhm. Got it. And there's yes, we do also support on-prem, guys. I do read here. Yeah, you can deploy InferX on your own cluster if you have like NVIDIA supported GPUs. So and it's just a simple plug and play, and we have a guide on our website as well. Please take a look at it. And also for folks, you can deploy your models for, like we're in beta right now, you can deploy any model for $20 a month. Okay, just take advantage of the plan, and you can get a quick endpoint just like that. Or if you have your own custom model also, just bring it, you can deploy it, and you will only get charged for per usage. But before that, we are still in beta, so we are offering a $20 per month. Go ahead, and then there's a payment link you can see on the screen as well, so you can just go there and just run your model. And we have a catalog with 100 plus models, and you can just deploy that with a single click. So that is also available. Let me see a couple of questions. I want to make sure. Yeah, we did clarify about the standby and the ready. Yes, we do support on-prem, just like I mentioned. Yeah. Yes, I mean, we use US data centers exclusively. And again, the privacy wise, we do not have access to any of your data or your prompts. The only thing we keep is the logs. That's for debugging. So I just want to make sure that I want to put it out there. So nothing is stored. No data has access to InferX, basically. Zero. So that's how secure it is. Yes. Okay. No, is this built on top of CUDA checkpoints? No, this is actually we built this from the scratch. With our snapshotting is our proprietary technology, actually. Yeah, I saw vLLM 0.16 is 0.20 supported. I think Brad already answered that. Yeah. We are looking at that. It just got released yesterday, actually. I think. Yeah. That should be available pretty soon as well. And yeah, that's about it. So just to clarify, okay, the one thing is you get your dedicated instance, okay, no matter what. You're not sharing the instance with anyone, and you're paying only for the execution, okay? So no idle time, no model loading time, because our cold starts are so quick. The model gets ready in a couple of seconds, depending on the size of the model, and then it gets evicted from the GPU and then scales to 0 as soon as you're done. So that, and 0 ops. Again, guys, to concentrate on it. This is my opinion again. I mean, I don't want any developers to become an infrastructure manager. Focus on your application, and we will take care of the rest. Our entire thesis is built around cost. We want to make it easier for you to build, and without burning your wallet. That is exactly what we are here for. And if you have any questions, actually, I will give you. I think you probably logged into our website as well. I will post it here in the. Yeah, I will post in the chat as well. So go ahead and take a look at it, and then you can deploy your model for $20 a month for now. And then if you have any questions, reach out to us on Slack or Discord or anywhere, or we're always available. So yeah, thanks again. Thanks everyone for joining. And the next time we'll make sure we'll extend the time and be on time. Thanks again. Okay. Any questions, please reach out. All right. Great. Thanks, Jason. Thanks a lot.